Well, howdy, y'all friendly friends, and welcome to this here saloon on this splendiferous day on which we have found our friend Sonic murdered. I am your host, Gail, along with my companion host, Darlin.
Is it really a splendiferous day if Sonic the Hedgehog found himself on the wrong end of a murder?
I think any day with you is splendiferous, darling.
Tell that to Sonic.
Alright, let me go back to Sonic's body. I will stand over him and I'll be like, Sonic, you may be dead, but today is still a splendiferous day.
Sure. Well, we find ourselves in the bar cart, saloon, with, I believe, Knuckles to be.
What?
As...
He was the cowboy one, wasn't he?
Yes.
Heads up, guys. It has been like a week since we last played this, mostly because, I don't know if you could tell, but I was kind of sick in the last one, and I
was sick in the head.
1 hour of trying...
edgy.
1 hour of trying to do voices really killed my throat, and we had to take a break. We weren't intending to stop. It was supposed to be, we'll finish the game. But we're back. Our throats are good and healthy.
And we're gonna play the Murder Sonic the Hedgehog. On the 1% chance this is your first episode of this, Sonic and all of his friends joined us on this train where we work for a murder mystery party. Something went wrong and the train accelerated out of control, throwing us into a closet. And when we came out, we realized Sonic may have actually been murdered.
Okay, but heavily injured. He still was, like, grumbling and breathing, but, like, we're gonna call it murder.
Yeah, but then after I went back and poured a glass of water on him, so now he's murdered.
Yeah, okay.
Alright, well, we are in the saloon car. Who are we looking for first?
I'm gonna look for Amy. She's the easier voice to do. Amy, are you here? I've looked around. I don't see her. God. The voice might evolve over time. Apologies, folks. I think
Tails is finally going to go through puberty at some point.
Yeah, you're going to hear him go through puberty in real time.
I think Amy's already gone on ahead.
It seems she's really excited. Did you need something from me? Yeah, just a question, really. How do I put this delicately? What if Sonic is murdered? What if Sonic is actually hurt? He's laughing? Sonic doesn't go down easily. He's on a train full of his friends. Nothing would actually happen to him. We're just all really committed to this mystery for Amy. You have nothing to worry about. Promise. He even said, and I quote, I'm gonna bring extra ketchup packets to hold under my arms and bust as if I'm bleeding all over the floor.
I love that they're all like, yeah, we don't need to give him a ring. He'll be fine.
He's like, I always keep my pocket ring in my bag underneath my coat.
Someone throw chili dogs at him. All right.
Plus, Sonic really likes to laugh in a lot of strange spots. He's fine. He's making a lot of sense, but I can't shake what Sonic said to me.
Was it?
He said, Dale, I'm dying. Is this really part of the murder mystery game, or is there something deeper happening? I need more evidence to figure out what's going on.
This is like that one Easter play, where someone was, they put up a big, and someone was Jesus on the cross as like part of the play, and he was supposed to get fake stabbed by one of the other people.
Oh, the Jesus Superstar, what was it? Jesus Christ Superstar?
I thought it might have been in that. I thought it was just a standard Easter play. But then someone accidentally actually stabbed him, and he had to be like, guys, I've actually been stabbed. It's not the prop. It's actually stabbing. Please help me. And they're like, he's just so in character.
He's so in character. I am actually dying for your sins.
If I recall, he actually yelled, Jesus Christ, I've been stabbed.
All right. Can I tag along with you? If you don't mind, is it cool if I tag along with you? I'm like a really cool bro, I promise. Oh, of course, sure. Now if I ever need a snack, you've got me.
What? Oh, right, you're an employee.
Fair.
I was like, is he gonna eat us?
As I said, the best detectives have sidekicks, so I'm happy to have you.
We'll take it.
If you ever catch me looking glum, though, just know it's because, where's my lore card?
Did you play Lorcana?
The last guy to work a case with me ditched our practice to join the evil Dr. Eggman. Oh, that's the cutest little sprite. Oh, it's so adorable.
I want to punch him.
Not a proper detective without baggage. They always carry their luggage with them. Carry on only.
Boo.
This is true.
Why is Tails so cute? Ye varmints. What are y'all doing in my saloon? It's me, Idris Elba.
He's trying so hard to stay in character. Knuckles, we're trying to figure out who murdered Sonic.
I can see that. Amy moseyed through and told me all about it. Enough of that.
Wonder how long he kept that voice up for Amy. We were wondering if you could tell us what you were up to before the murder. Anything to help us establish your alibi and...
I was in Dogtown of Night City. I was undercover for President... whatever her name. Sorry. Nope, I have nothing to tell either of you. Leave me alone. I mean, this is the worst Idris Elba.
He's obviously agitated about something, but why take it out on us? I know better than to argue with Knuckles, so it seems we're on our own. Dale, we need to figure out what Knuckles was up to while we were all apart. Let's investigate for clues, and then interrogate him! We'll put him under the lamp, we'll shove it in his face! Where were you when Sonic was murdered? Where's Sonic?
Do you think this train has urinals?
Yeah?
Then you just put him in that, put a rag over his face, and use that as his makeshift waterboarding.
Is that how urinals work? I was under the impression they were very shallow places.
Yes, they are, and it's a very small amount of water. But it would just added bacterial warfare. All right, let's investigate for clues and stop talking about waterboarding.
Right, let's do it. Arcade. Clearly we won't be able to give the game Super Monkey Ball a try.
I forgot they owned that. I was like, there's no way they paid for that.
Do we think it broke when the train sped up? The damages look more to be caused from punches?
Oh no, was a high school boy playing it?
Who could have done that? We all turned to look at Knuckles, just like stare at him. Like that! Yeah, exactly.
Man,
like
they
that.
really did a good job with all of Tails' faces. What are you two looking at me for?
Smashed Arcade is added to your inventory. Decent cash reward for finding this robot. Maybe I'll keep an eye out.
It's Balloon Boy.
Poor Omo Chow. Hate to see them like this. What'd they do?
They killed a bunch of kids at a pizzeria in '87.
Actually, it turns out it's medical malpractice.
What?
Interesting.
Quickly, click something else that has a black outline.
Something's always hidden in the trash. Let's check there. Sadly, this one is empty as well. I'm starting to think your theory on something always being hidden in the trash is flawed. It's only a matter of time, Tails. Have faith in your protege. It's as they say, one man's trash is another man's treasure, haha. I think Tails is ignoring me. Oh no, I lost my friend. Ah, the bowl of assorted nuts. The classic saloon snack.
You got the classics. Peanuts, macadamia, and D's.
Kinda bland. Huh, seems like someone licked all the salt off.
Wonder which ones they licked the salt off of.
Or maybe they're just insulted.
Hand in the cups.
The robotic arms here are really helpful. You're so expressive, Arm. I believe you.
Is it gonna lick the nuts?
Well, what's the arm doing to my hair? He fixed it up a bit. That's incredible! What an interesting tech.
You know who makes that tech? Dr. Eggman! Still my theory that Eggman was the conductor.
I see. Uh-oh, should I fear for my job a little bit? How well can it microwave? That's the only thing the arm can't do. It can do anything but microwave.
Oh, we got the window and the cups.
Dale, this is interesting. What is it? It's just a few used cups. Sure, but why are there 3? Knuckles was really thirsty? Oh, but one's got lipstick on it, I assume.
Yeah, is that lipstick or like a red Sharpie?
Yeah, I don't know. Dale, this one has lipstick on
Why
the rim.
is it a perfect circle?
They got really round lips. They go, oh.
They got the peach lips.
Yeah. That's not Knuckles' color at all.
That is exactly Knuckles' color.
It's the color of Knuckles, but it is not Knuckles' color.
All right.
That is not Knuckles' color at all. Someone else must have been here. We should log this. Used cups are added to your inventory. I think we found enough clues.
We didn't get to check the window.
Let's
Okay.
go interrogate Knuckles and find out what really happened. I still can look out the window. Breathtaking views! This train passes by some incredible sights! I'm just happy to be traveling at a normal speed. I get nauseous pretty easily. I have to avoid things like roller coasters. I don't mind roller coasters, though I find myself running on the tracks more than I do riding in the carts. I'll never understand this friend group. Alright, Knuckles, it's time.
I thought I told you to leave me alone. I don't know what the voice is anymore.
I was like, okay,
Look,
now you're
when
like,
my first
a weird
line of his
grin.
was Idris Elba as Knuckles in Country. That ruined any chance of finding a common ground.
Well, now just be Idris Elba. He gave up the country bit.
Idris Elba. Okay. I thought I told you to leave me alone. That's not him. I don't care.
Please don't beat me up.
No promises.
Knuckles, would you ever fight me?
No, you bruise too easily. Wouldn't be fun.
I bruise easily too. Guess I wouldn't be fun to fight either.
No, I'd fight you.
Oh, God! Sorry, Dale. I wish you luck.
Come here, Dale.
He's not actually going to fight me. Right? Can I take your order?
May I take your hat there?
Can I take your order?
Not hungry.
Well, if you ever are, let me know, won't you?
Sure, like a butler of sorts, right?
Come on, Dale, you're not a butler. Tell him that. Yeah, like a butler.
Excellent. Thank you, butler.
Dang it!
Sorry, butler. I thought I told you to leave me alone.
Interrogation mode. Knuckles! Dale and I need to determine what you were doing during the hour the murder took place.
I already told you, buzz off. You're not getting anything out of me.
Thankfully, we don't need you to say much. What happened here is pretty obvious. You gotta go like, eh. There you go. It is. We have evidence too. We do? Dale, just take a good look at our inventory. What was distracting Knuckles during the time Sonic was murdered? He was playing a game and then, like, I think Rouge the Bat beat the crap out of him in the game, like beat his high score, so he got really angry and he punched the arcade cabinet. That's my theory.
Sounds about right.
This one.
The arcade machine? Ah! What makes you think I touched it?
Oh god, I gotta think.
Dale's Dream Gear. This is just like a slightly 3D version of the There's No Internet Google game, you know? I'm
This
sorry, Gail does not have time to talk.
I gotta
She
think.
is so focused.
It got harder really quick.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh, never mind.
This isn't a tough one, Knuckles. Knuckles, you clearly touched the arcade machine because, it's covered in punches. Your hair was found in the same. Super Monkey Ball is your favorite game. We know that! The arcade cabinet is covered in punches.
What evidence do you have that the damages are punches? Disappointed Tails. What you all staring at my hands for?
Knuckles, you clearly destroyed the arcade machine. But why?
I needed a punching bag. None were available to me.
Just a sudden urge to punch, huh?
Yeah, you don't get those?
I believe repairing the arcade machine will give us our answer.
How will you...
I'm on it! Dale, distract Knuckles while I fix Super Monkey Ball!
Bring it on.
Oh god, I gotta fight Knuckles! With my thinking brain! I hit it!
You have failed, small one. Now, Tails, get away from that arcade cabinet.
Dale, try again! I have to get Super Monkey Ball fixed! Alright, I'll try again. But there's so many balls being thrown at me.
This is really... I know Gail was talking about it before the episode.
Ah.
It is such a bad idea that this is a game with no controller support.
God dang it.
Because Gail does not know how to use mouse and keyboard gaming.
I do! It's just... the depth perception of it being, like, in weird, like, diagonal space is throwing me
Isometric?
off. Yeah.
Look, I get it. You were raised by the consoles. But I was a child of the mouse and keyboard. And it hurts me to see you like this. Dun, dun. It's just the same ba-da-ba-dum from Pokemon before something's about to evolve.
The arcade machine is fixed!
No! Don't look at the scores!
Quick, look at the scores! I'm pulling it up now. Oh, Vector beat him. Vector wears red lipstick?
No, but Rouge might have also been in the room.
Okay, what does this tell us? Oh, you beat him by 1.
Nothing, obviously.
It tells us something massive. Look at the name at the top of the list.
Nuck!
It's Vector. He's supposed to be in the library car. The picture is beginning to be painted here. You competed with Vector to see who could get the highest score. And Vector beat you. Aww. And in frustration, you destroyed the arcade cabinet. Aw, look who's a little blushy boy. You are. And then I get punched and, like, sent through the window. I leave the game forever.
I don't like you saying that. I don't like the way you said that. It made me feel angry. Grr.
He's punching the air in frustration.
You're guessing. Where's your proof? Where's your evidence? Vector's a common name. Prove to me he was here. Now!
His red lipstick. Oh god, I gotta think again.
Oh no!
It's okay. I got this.
Do it. You got it. You got this. Come on. Gaming. Hardcore gaming. What an incredible Sonic game to be my first.
It's beautiful. You're really getting the essence of Sonic here. Now, Dale, what proves Victor was here with Knuckles? Drinks.
No!
I thought it was strange there was more than one cup sitting next to you. While you were supposed to be participating in the murder mystery, I was born in it, molded by it. Sorry, that's just where my head went. I don't know why. Anyway, it's a game for Amy's birthday, okay?
If you make one more bad joke this episode, I am going to take one of Tails' cute faces and make that your profile picture on everything.
But that's not a punishment. He's adorable.
Yeah. But you know what is a punishment?
What?
Having a Sonic character as your profile picture.
I don't think so.
I know your LinkedIn login.
Oh. I mean, I guess. You and Victor enjoyed some drinks playing arcade.
I wasn't... Don't tell Amy.
I think we're on the right track here.
It's as you say. Vector popped in at the top of the hour wanting to play the arcade machine with me. We went back and forth trying to figure out the game, but when we did, we competed for the highest score. When he bested me, I destroyed the machine. No proof of his win. I was trying to fix the arcade cabinet before you two came in. Honest, I didn't want to be caught. And that's my story, and alibi. I've already told an abridged version of this to Amy.
Boy, this friend group sure has a lot of pride issues. Well, that explains one of these cups, but what of the cup with the lipstick mark? Okay, there was a hot robot.
Okay, Dr. Eggman was here, and he had some lipstick on, and he said we could play with us. Rouge was in here too.
Oh god! The horrifying realization!
That is, Tails, that is most of the internet's reaction whenever they see a picture of Rouge. Just, huh. It's inconsequential, not worth mentioning. She searched around for something but failed, made fun of our game, and left. Obnoxious, that one.
But you offered her a drink, apparently?
Listen, I don't know why she showed up, and I've told you everything that happened before the train sped up. Are you not satisfied? Will you two relent?
I'm understanding the scenario.
Are you not entertained?
Vector visited to play games. Rouge couldn't find something and left, and then Knuckles destroyed the machine. That all makes sense to me. Thank you for answering so many of our questions. Actually, that's not everything, is it, Knuckles? I want to step back to something I noticed. One more name on that high score list doesn't make sense.
Is it Ultima?
Dale, can you take a look one more time? An odd name on the highest score list? What is Tails talking about? It's bagel! Or toast, apple bread. Candy?
Apple bottom jeans?
Or is it just Ultim?
Ultim. That's my friend Ultim.
All the other names have a food theme, but this one. Who here goes by Ultim? Oh no! Is it Shadow, the ultimate life form? You may not know this, Dale, but there is someone here that goes by the title, the ultimate life form! Shadow the freaking Hedgehog! There really someone who goes by that title?
Apparently he's not the ultimate if he sucks that bad at Super Monkey Ball. You got beat by Toast. Nothing sneaks by you, does it, bud?
It wasn't Rouge at all. It was Shadow with lipstick. He was the mysterious third cup. It matches. It's his color.
It's also, yeah. Vector and I were struggling so much with the game, but then Shadow dropped by.
So Shadow was here too.
He taught us the game and was the first to get his name on the scoreboard. Vector and I then beat Shadow's score. They're both very annoying.
You all immediately had to compete, huh?
He gave me this before he left. Shadow told me to lock the door and not to open it for anyone. Then he left. When Vector was leaving, I locked the door behind him. Saw no one else after locking the door. That's the honest truth.
So when Amy came through here not too long ago, did you open the door for her?
No, I think she has some sort of key too.
That's right, the conductor gave her that special birthday key.
My birthday's coming up. Do I get a key to a train?
I gotta go find a train, and then lock a lot of doors, and then make a key that opens all those doors, and then give it to you. But if you give me, 2 hours, I guess I could do it.
Yes.
Well, I have a lot of questions. What happened in the library to cause Vector to come here? Why is Shadow locking doors? And what was Rouge searching for?
Vector left the library pretty quickly. He can't read, so we don't know why you sent him there. They didn't tell you, I asked with that cowboy accent. You're gonna have to find them and ask them yourselves.
Interrogation complete. More information than I expected to get there, but it seems we can move on. As of right now, I believe your story, Knuckles. We'll only know for sure when we confirm things with Vector.
Fair enough. The library's the next car. I'll open the lock for you. Give whoever KO'd Sonic an earful for me. Detective Tails and Butler.
I liked it better when he wasn't talking to us. Will do, Sheriff. Come on, Dale. Let's head to the library. On it. This is way more exciting than microwaving chili dogs.
I don't know.
Is microwaving chili dogs a particularly, exciting activity?
It can be really exciting. It's how I gave myself second-degree burns.
Ah. A story for another time once we open up a Patreon. It's like, once we reach 10 Patreon subscribers or whatever they're called, patrons, we unlock the chili dog burn story. That's what we can offer. Only the best content.
We need to make the worst Patreon possible just to prove that someone will still subscribe.
You can become a member for $10, and in exchange, we'll send you a bill every month for 20 more. Dale! Coming.
It has 3 things. Danganronpa fan theories, Excel tips and tricks, and stories of how Darling has injured himself.
Ready to mosey down to the next car? No way, dynamite. Or you got it, partner.
You got it, partner.
You got it, partner. Onwards. Hang in there. I feel like a library car is a bad thing to have in a train.
Yeah.
All those books just flying off the shelves.
That's like a 3-story library. It's 2-story, I guess, with a really tall vaulted ceiling.
Yeah, it's a tall car.
2, that is definitely just Dr. Eggman as a furry.
This?
That is definitely just Eggman's fursona.
He got inspired by Sonic. Maybe that's why he hates Sonic and Friends. He's just always wanted to be a furry like them.
Yeah, why are none of the superpowered things human? Why are they all various small woodland creatures?
Well,
it's speciest.
Maybe that's just part of their species? You know, we can't run as fast as a cheetah, but it's not speciest. Cheetahs just run fast.
I know of 2 hedgehogs that can run fast. Can you tell me any more?
Myosi Kaiser, the Flame Emperor hedgehog. Stop! I'm being beaten! Help!
There's no way your Sonic OC is named Kaiser.
No, I pulled that from the Sonic Dream collection.
The only other Sonic game I've played. It's not even... Somehow, that game's not canon.
Anyway, back to the murder mystery. Gosh, we really care about this Sonic murder.
I've told you this is the first game I played that Sonic is in it. It's not the Dream Collection. I don't care if the man lives or dies.
All this stuff's getting heavy. I'll dump what I don't need.
Cool part about trains, you can just throw stuff off the side and it's the same as the trash.
Everyone's favorite journalist reporter, Amy Rose, is hot on the scoop. I'm heading out. You've been fabulously helpful.
Already, before you go, Espio and I wanted to give you your presents.
My presents? You're both too sweet. Thank you. Vector, it seems we have more guests.
Why did they make the refined ninja?
I don't know,
Is this just if Ouran High School Host Club was in Naruto?
I got no idea, man. Amy, there you are. Have you found any leads yet? Oh, the detective pair needs help from the birthday girl? She knows everyone's allowed to be sassy on their birthday.
Wait, am I?
Yeah.
Oh, my boss is about to get it.
This tip is just too juicy to ignore. I'll see you all around. Don't worry, Sonic. I'll be the one to avenge you. And quick.
But how are you gonna leave? The door to the next car is locked.
Oh, you doubt the birthday girl? The birthday girl has a master key. Right. The birthday girl gets the birthday key.
Of course, it's a birthday privilege.
I'll solve the case before anyone else. Bye! Amy may be hasty, but she's thorough.
Now, what are you two doing? Looking mighty suspicious, I say.
I'm the detective, so I can't be the murderer. And I'm
here too.
Here to ask if anyone's hungry.
Starved! I'd kill for chicken parmesan right about now.
Maybe kill isn't the right language to use right now.
You're right. I would murder Sonic the Hedgehog for chicken parmesan right now. I'm Vector the Butcher. I'm licensed to handle raw meat. Idris.
And I'm Espio, the poet. Ah, poetry! A resonant message from poet to reader meant to challenge our delicate perspectives with the most rhythmic of prose. Can I hear some? Sure. Teardrops in the spring. Can you hear me sing? La 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 la. Dee 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 dee.
Was that it?
I have more, if you like. Cherry blossoms in the spring. I'm satisfied for now, thanks. At least he's rhyming, I suppose. Dale and I are here to establish both of your alibis. Can you walk us through what happened after Amy had everyone leave the dining car?
Oh, sure, it's simple. We just explained this to Amy, actually. When we were all sent off, Rouge, Blaze, Shadow, and Sonic all passed through this library car, where Amy told me and Espio to stay.
I promptly picked a book off the shelf and made myself comfortable. Vector got aboard, so he left to see what Knuckles was up to in the saloon car.
What book were you reading, Espio?
It was called Spot Runs.
Sounds fascinating. I'm reading Priory of the Orange Tree.
Sounds boring. Does it have any pictures?
Okay, I can't actually talk about Priory of the Orange Tree on this channel. Yup.
Where was Rouge? We happened to see her lipstick stain on a cup at the saloon car.
What is on the front side of my left side brain?
Rouge came over to the library car, seemingly looking for something. Then she went to search the saloon car. She came back shortly after. We heard her shout, "No way!" at the brochure stand over there. But she left back to the casino car before Shadow came through and locked the door. Wonder what she found. She obviously been on the hunt for something. After Rouge left, Shadow walked through the casino car, then entered the library car and locked the door behind him. More importantly, why has Shadow been locking doors?
Shadow walked through the library car to the saloon car, where Knuckles and I were playing games. He insisted on showing us up at Super Monkey Ball. I got so engrossed by the rolling monkey action, I hardly noticed when Shadow left the saloon car. I guess he walked through the library car to the casino car, again locking the door behind him. Then returned to the lounge car, where he was meant to be stationed.
When Vector came back, we realized Knuckles locked the door to the saloon car. We were stuck in the library car.
That's when the train sped up. We were worried about the bookshelves falling on us, but we got through it all right.
We sat trapped here until Amy arrived asking questions. She's the one who told us someone murdered Sonic. And yeah, that's all that happened. With all these locked doors, it seems Vector or Espio couldn't have left the library car or the saloon car. Thank you both for your cooperation. We're just gonna peek around, and we'll return with any questions.
If you return with any meat, I'll chop it up for you. In the library, I found a book on it.
And if you'd like to be serenaded with a poem, I got you covered too.
It's called The Red Dragon. It's an excellent book.
Thanks, guys! Their alibi seems solid enough, but we should still search for clues. What we're looking for is any evidence that proves what they're saying is true. We need to confirm Victor's reason for reason for leaving his post and determine if Espio was actually in the library car reading.
You've never played Cyberpunk, right?
Nope.
Okay, one of the main side characters is Victor Vector.
Ah, a tall task, but we can do it. Let's get to the bottom of this, Tails. Absolutely. Is there a trash can? Yes. Something's always hidden in the trash. Let's check there. I hate to say it, but there's nothing here. I really thought there'd be something there. Dale, are you sad there was nothing in the trash bin?
Maybe you should get in there yourself, you trash!
No, I'm alright. I'm sure there'll be something hidden in the next trash bin we find. You really think so?
He's gonna just like drop a 20 in there.
Yeah, we just gotta stay optimistic. Yeah, okay, these trash bins hide a secret, I'm sure of it. Dale, you're pretty unconventional, but I like that. Was that supposed to be a compliment? Globe. A globe of our marvelous planet. I haven't traveled around much. The islands are fun and all, but I'd love to visit some of the countries, which apparently are not Earth countries.
Well, this is like Earth 617 or something?
No, I got mocked for it in the comments because apparently my 10-year-old brain who saw what looked like Greece and was clearly based off Greece did not interpret it as not Greece. But they are fictional countries in a fictional version of Earth that looks incredibly like Earth, with a lot of places based off of real Earth places, but they're not real Earth places.
When did you get comments for this?
On the last video when we talked about not Greece.
Right, I forgot.
Sonic Unleashed.
I forgot I left you some hate comments. That's my bad.
I haven't traveled around much. The islands are fun and all, but I'd love to visit some of the countries.
Knuckles thinks the planet's flat.
They're a lot of fun, honestly. Plenty of wonderful people and shops. The food can't be beat either. Huh, sounds perfect for a vacation. The conductor was talking about Spagonia, if you've ever been there. I have, actually. If you're ever visiting, be sure to stop at the university and say hi to Professor Pickle. He'll tell you everything about the area and makes one scrumptious sandwich. I'll keep that in mind. Thanks.
All of that sounds terrible.
This group has known everyone and has been everywhere, haven't they?
Go to Spagonia, go to the university, and talk to a professor because he makes a really good sandwich. And his name is Pickle. I don't think I'm gonna like Spagonia.
Who else would you trust to make you a sandwich if not for a man named Professor Pickle?
Me! I make a damn good sandwich.
Yeah, but if you didn't know yourself. Like, you just have to go up to 5 random strangers.
Do I know myself?
Anyway.
I guess not.
Oh god, I got the hiccups! No!
So many books on the ground. I wish we had time to pick them all up. Look at me, I'm adorable.
I sadly have no interest in picking up these books. A lot of those were knocked out by the train speeding up. But Rouge pulled a lot of these out too, searching for something. What reckless behavior! I feel sorry for the poor books. The spines are creasing. They're opening too far. This kid feels empathy for everything. Oh, brochures! There are travel destination ideas here, like amusement parks, caverns,
Caves.
hotels.
There's always a cave.
Restaurants, oh! Dale, look at this! There's a couple maps here. This seems like to be a map of the library car. The books are categorized by genre, which are listed here. I love a good overhead map. Let's take it. Library map is added to your inventory. We should take this brochure about a cave too.
There's always a cave!
Look, there's stalactites.
See the cave.
Nah, leave it. Yeah, that's fair. Nobody shares my fondness for caves. Except for Darling.
You want to go visit, what is it, Silly Putty Cave?
Nutty Putty Cave?
Nutty Putty Cave. You want to go visit Nutty Putty Cave?
No. No. I love caves, but no.
How about... Yes. Alright.
Arm? Oh, poor thing. That arm is really struggling cleaning up this car. To be fair, I wouldn't want to clean up this mess either. Let's just leave it alone to do its thing. Yeah, probably for the best. Okay. Oh, what's that? Whoa! Check out our book club! Book of the month! Gone Gal!
Really?
Whoa!
Oh,
right. Yes, there we go. Books. Wow! I wish I could stop and look at all these books! But Sonic needs me! No time to rest! Alright, let's move on then. Well, I mean, a little peek wouldn't hurt.
Tails!
You scavenging through all of them. Did you smack yourself too hard?
I was trying to do like the little backhand clap thing, and my wedding ring perfectly hit like the flat of my finger.
Our love has hurt you. I'm so sorry.
You can see more content like this on our Patreon.
our non-existent Patreon.
Yeah, we're at Patreon/user/don't.
He's scavenging through all the book titles excitedly. He's like a kid in a candy shop, or in this case, a genius in a train library. That's odd. I know some books have fallen out on the floor and everything, but every book on these shelves is in alphabetical order but this one. The Mirage Express Manual. It's a user guide to the Mirage Express, the train we're currently on. Do you think someone found it on the ground and put it back? Also, you realize I work here. Okay, maybe I've only worked here for a day, but I'd like to think I know where I work.
Yeah, also, hopefully there's multiple copies of that book, and that they are in many places.
Maybe, but it is interesting. Let's make a note of this. Mirage Express Manual is added to your inventory. Alright.
So someone who came through here looked at that to look at the instructions for how to speed up the train.
Possibly.
Ooh.
I don't see anything else other than talking to these people.
Did you bring me any meat to chop? I may be a butcher, but they confiscated my meat cleaver before getting on the train.
You actually tried to bring a knife on the train?
I'm a man of authenticity, Tails. Without a knife, I'm just a chef in a ketchup-stained apron, not a butcher.
I think if you had a knife on you, we'd definitely think you were the murderer.
But what if I hid the knife?
I'm not the biggest fan of this line of thought.
I feel like a meat cleaver is not going to be good against Sonic in a murder anyway. That's not what meat cleavers are usually for.
Can I take your order?
Oh yes, please. I'm starved.
Actually, I'm off duty at the moment. The murder mystery is more important.
Then why did you ask?
I don't know.
You have made Vector sad.
No!
Vector is going to start crying.
No, don't cry crocodile tears. I can't handle them.
Do you see my totally real tears?
Come on, Dale. Why would you tease him like that? You awful, cruel human
You tease. You absolute tease. That's totally what that means. I thought I could trust you. You've made a fool of me.
Look, Dale, you've made him a fool.
I am a fool.
Come on, Dale, smooth this over. No, I'm the fool. Yeah.
Yeah.
I smooth things over, but at what cost?
I love you can tell where the writers were like, eh.
This game is brilliant.
We'll get back to it.
This game is so freaking funny.
Do we need to speak to Espio or no?
And make a fool of myself a second time? I think not.
Because it'll never happen again.
Shadow supposedly walked through the library car before going into the saloon car. When Shadow left the library car, he locked this door on his way out. There's gotta be a reason he's doing this. Should we make a note of it? Yeah, I do believe we should. Shadow's lock is added to your inventory. I think we found enough clues. Let's go interrogate Vector and Espio to find out what really happened. Okay.
Did you bring me any meat to chop?
No, we're just here to interrogate you guys.
So, the two of you don't believe us, eh?
It's not that I don't trust either of you, but I wouldn't be a proper detective without examining the validity of your alibis. Dale and I are here to confirm two things. Why Vector left to go play games with Knuckles, and if Espio really was reading in the library car. Vector, we'll start with you. Why did you leave the library car to visit Knuckles? We're prepared to present evidence if need.
Oh, that's easy. I got bored. What?
I wasn't entertaining him enough, it seems. Vector enjoys being social.
Look, he started reading a bunch of poetry by Stephen Crane, which, while yes, significant, really does kind of have to go under a specific context, and got a little long, and, plus, we were expected to mingle. I mean, I remember the arcade machine in the saloon car, so I figured to go check it out. This seems to line up with the information we gathered with Knuckles. Then that brings our attention to you, Espio. Rouge entered the library car, found something, and then left. You said you immediately started reading, but were you actually reading the entire time you were in the library car? Of course he was. Once Espio starts reading, he doesn't stop till it's done. I've seen it happen. He did all of Infinite Jest in one sitting. It took several days. It must have been a good read. What was the book? The Bible. Espio doesn't owe you that, detective. Let the man live. What if it was embarrassing?
What kind of things do you think I read? If you won't talk, I have a hunch on what that book might be. Dale, could you help me out? Alright, Dale. What kind of book do we think SBO may have been reading? I guess the only one I have. Train one!
A manual. You think SBO was reading instructions. What argument could you possibly have to support this?
I gotta think. Alright. Oh, 4 lanes! We're moving up in the world. Ah.
They are a ruse.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, that's what that means. Okay.
You're not gonna have enough rings.
I know.
Never
I got
mind.
it.
You clutched that.
Look,
Diag clap.
I can
The
lock
diag
in
clutch
and
strap.
game if I need to.
I'm sorry. You just haven't been doing it because you've been too distracted having fun.
I have to
with...
create drama in this episode, otherwise nobody's gonna watch. If there's no conflict, what are they here for?
What?
Our jokes clearly are not funny
Me
enough.
bopping you on the head for your Sonic OC and then injuring myself on our wedding ring. They don't recognize the foreshadowing of that.
This is all hyper foreshadowing for the ending of this series. Wait till we
The
get there.
The murder of Sonic the Hedgehog, the sequel, the divorce of Galen Darling.
You've been watching it happen all along. Flashback to these conversations.
I love the idea that a judge would have to watch through at this point probably several hundred episodes of us playing Danganronpa,
The
another
House.
Danganronpa, Pokemon, The House, The Quarry.
Yeah, they just like, oh, I see. I can see the degradation of their marriage as these playthroughs get longer and longer.
Just that one episode of The Quarry with Brenda Song.
Yeah.
That's enough.
It's like he awards you everything. He's like, he's right. You really did screw up. Brenda Song's my favorite too.
You failed with the shotgun in 2 different games and 2 pivotal moments. Come on.
There are books scattered around the floor, sure, but the remaining books on the shelves were all in alphabetical order.
Would I get your channel?
Yeah, you get my channel and then I'm just like, oh, he got my child in the divorce. Not my baby. I'll accept this manual, meaning someone at the very least picked the manual up and put it back in the incorrect place. This lack of attention to detail isn't normally like you, SBO.
Hey now, I won't have you insulting my pal like this.
Calm down, Vector. I know you mean well, but I can handle myself.
Apologies, SBO.
A butcher and a poet, friendship can form anywhere. That is indeed the book I was reading, the Mirage Express Manual. Trains are cool.
That's honestly enough for me.
In that case,
Trains are cool.
in that case, we're done. Thanks for the interrogation. We're moving on.
Look, he's just autistic. It's fine.
We'd like to ask you a few questions about the manual. Dale, if you don't mind.
I need more books on trains.
Alright, for your birthday, I'll get you a set of train books.
I don't like it. It actually made me excited. Hold on. Hold on.
You guys don't see. He fist bumped and then realized what he had done.
That was an involuntary fist bump.
Could you ask SBO some questions about the manual? Just flip to a page and ask away. Oh, I see. Quiz SBO about the manual to prove he read it. Which page should I quiz him on?
97.
Alright. Okay, what efficient and extremely accurate technology was installed to assist in keeping the train spotless? Robotic arms. During events, they can perform a variety of tasks and are responsible for cleaning up trash and messes afterwards. I remember the conductor saying the train can clean itself, though I have a feeling the train company just doesn't want to hire any janitors. The robotic arms can also detect weapons or explosives being brought onto the train, ensuring passenger safety. Seems like SBO aced that question. Dale, hit him with another one! Oh, okay, which page do I choose? 231. What is the Mirage Express's cancellation policy? No refunds, and you will be charged a no-show fee. This does not apply if you are over the age of 65.
That's a dumb policy.
Gee, the person who made this rule must have been over 65. Last one, Dale. Let's see if SBO can go 3 for 3. Gotcha, which page should I pick last?
402 is close to 420.
Alright. What was implemented to support the conductor duties and ease general train obligations? An intelligent data processing system. It works in tandem with the conductor to assure smooth travel for guests. I remember this. The train has an autopilot, but it can't access its full suite of capabilities without the conductor present. Now, did I pass your little test? No! Totally, it's wild you were able to retain all this information so quickly. A poet's brain is often surprising. I don't know if I'd be bragging about that. You've clearly read the manual. These answers feel far too specific to be guesses.
And you both had the nerve to question my buddy like that. Don't we want to be supporting folks who read? In the year of our Lord Anno Domini 2024?
You have to admit, though, reading the entire time a murder occurred does sound a bit suspicious, even if true.
I have to make my book talk goal.
Yeah, he really is. He's like, I am a book talk sensation. Do you know how many books I have to read in a week? But he answered all my questions so calmly. That's very impressive. No, I understand everyone's cautious attitudes. Vector was the only one to see me reading after all. My alibi is hard to substantiate despite being the truth. Those are some big words! Well, you definitely read through the manual. I suppose we can... SBO? Is that true? Vector was the only one to see you reading? Yes, that's correct. Problem? Frankly, I don't believe that can be true, and we have the evidence to back it up. Dale? He always puts me on the spot! Okay, Dale, think! We should have a piece of evidence linked to someone who also saw SBO reading, but what?
The map? Where we...
Or Shadow? Placing the lock?
Yeah.
Shadow's lock.
Yeah, Shadow's big hard lock.
Please, pray tell, what does this have to do with anything? We're up, Dale! Let's get our argument together! It's time to think! I feel like I have to dodge the springs.
Yeah, they're a trap.
But like, I feel like in a normal Sonic game, springs are cool.
Springs are cool. Have you ever played with the garage door spring?
I did it! Shadow walked through the library car to get to the saloon car where he set the original high score on the arcade machine.
Yeah, but I ended up beating it. I wasn't the high score for long. Crocs are natural gamers.
Yeah, don't you know, you go to Florida and like Valorant is just completely taken over by the Croc teams.
I mean, unfortunately, the best gamers I know are from Florida.
SBO said he saw Shadow enter the library car, but he's mentioned nothing about Shadow's return. He only mentions that Vector came back. When Shadow left Knuckles and Vector in the saloon car, SBO was fully seated reading his book for a good while at this point. We know Shadow had to walk back to the library car when he left the saloon car, so there's absolutely no way Shadow and SBO didn't notice one another on Shadow's return trip. I mean, it was a simple slip-up. I was just fully immersed in my book that I didn't notice Shadow. You're telling me the sound of doors opening and locking wouldn't have caused you to look up? Well,
I mean, trains.
You see! I can sense SBO's desperation here. Defending the argument that he was reading the entire time isn't easy. So if you didn't see Shadow returning from the saloon car to lock all the doors, then at that moment, were you really in the library car at all? But how would SBO leave? Shadow locked all the doors and no one saw SBO in the saloon car. It's a mystery, my dear Dale. That's an accidental tongue twister. It's a mystery, my dear Dale. One that I would love for Espio to solve.
I want to see the Sherlock episode where it's like, elementary, my dear. No, shoot. Elementary, my dear Watson. Take that again, please.
You got to believe me. That cool demeanor is vanishing. I was so involved with my book I didn't notice Shadow pass back through the library car. Honest. When Vector returned, he even had to tap me on the shoulder to get my attention.
Yeah, I think I remember doing that.
I must avenge my friend's death, so I'll ask you again, Espio. If you weren't there for Shadow to see you reading, then how did you leave the library car? I wasn't. I didn't. Why doesn't this seem right to me? Tails definitely feels like he's onto something, but I don't see it. Was Espio simply sitting reading, or did he somehow vanish to not notice Shadow's return to the library car? What should I do?
Do you want to figure this out next time?
We'll figure this out next time on Gil and Darling love solving murders. This is just our favorite pastime.
Our relationship is definitely strong.
It's stronger for it. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you in the next episode.
Also, leave in the comments the name of your Sonic OC if it's better than Kaiser.
Bye-bye.